So I know it's been a while since the last video, and that is because I'm working on so many different things and not finishing a single one of them. I'm doing them all simultaneously because I am random like that. So I thought today maybe I would try to make a shorter video of me finishing one thing, and that is the bed frame. I definitely would not have been able to do this so quickly if it weren't for this amazing REI article that just randomly exists that tells you exactly how to make a pull-out slot bed. So that's just amazing. I was so excited when I found that. And I actually found it through another YouTuber, Chris Goes Outdoors. I will link both the article and his video on this in the description below. So huge shout out to Chris, thank you. Thank you for making a video showing you going through the process of building this using the article, because that is extremely helpful. Time for the Craig jig. This little knob tightens or loosens the clamp part. These are 2x3 pieces, and I have the Craig jig set to, I believe it is 1 inch. Of course, I should mention that this bottom rectangle is made to go around the wheel well. So I had to unscrew everything. So make sure your wheel well side actually lines up with the wheel well and that the other side is attached in the right way. That was horrible, but honestly, I learned that you can take something apart and it still works. You can still put it back together. All right, so I've cut a bunch of pieces, and you may be wondering why they're not all the same length, both the A and the B pieces, as they are in the article. Well, from watching Chris's video, he made them all the same length originally and found that it was hard to pull out the bed just because this was, if this had been the long version all the way across, the pieces that are stuck only to the fixed part kind of get stuck on the moving part, and so it just makes it, adds friction, makes it difficult to pull out. So the very first piece is just screwed into the B, or the moving piece. B is the moving piece, A is the whole fixed box. So I'm using 1.5 inch screws. I'm going to try to do this without pre-drilling, but they might crack. It's splitting the wood a little bit already. So I'm going to have to pre-drill, which is going to take some time. So these are the A pieces. They're connected to the box on both ends of this box. These are the B pieces. They're only connected once to the sliding piece, and this end is not connected to anything right now. Later we will put a piece of wood under them that connects them all so they don't flap around like this. So how I'm spacing these out is I'm using a 1x. A lot of people have used 1/2 inch or less, and it just looks a little bit difficult to pull out the pull-out portion. So I'm giving it a bit more space which I think should be fine. I'm also using 1x4s, so these are 4 inches long, wide. A lot of people use 1x3s. I don't think it really matters. But I'm just lazy, so I wanted to use less pieces. How I've been spacing these out is putting this in here and then making sure the edges are good, and then using a clamp to secure it to the pull-out piece or whatever piece I'm attaching to. Which is always, oh goodness. I started clamping the B pieces on both sides just because I found that some of these were sticking up, as you can see. This is where I started clamping, and it's a lot better. If that would be my #1 tip, clamp the B pieces on this side too, because look at that, how flat that is compared to this.
Maybe we can find a way to merge them. Maybe I can call you friend and lover. Maybe we can find a way to merge them.
Right, here it is, fully pulled out. It's, I mean, it's not perfect. It's a little warped, and that's my fault. Definitely the largest thing I've ever built. I can't believe this just took one day. I'm super proud of this.